Thank you so much for staying with us, everyone. INEC says it has the dates for the 2019 election. The commission met with political parties, leaders of political parties earlier today, and the commission has come forward to say we will have 40 political parties, 10 reinstated, and 84 new associations willing to enroll as a political party in Nigeria. And what that implication might be is that all things being equal, if those 84 political parties are registered, we may be having over 120 political parties running for the 2019 elections. The national chairman of the National Conscience Party, Mr. Unisa Tanko, and the director of voter education at INEC, Mr. Oluwole Osaziuzi, have been my guests on the program. Let me quickly come to you, Mr. Tanko. As it stands, should 120 political parties be registered? We have 40 now. We operate a multi-party system, understandably, but isn't too much of a crowded environment for our democracy? Is it commonsensical for us to have 120 political parties? Largely, most of them are passive.
Well, you know, the NCP has been an advocate of multi-political party system in Nigeria. And I gave some facts a long time ago. Like even Benin Republic, that is very close to us, with about 9 million people, have up to about 100 political parties. Now, it depends on how we manage the electoral system in our country. Is it that we want to go on a proportional representation, or we want to reduce some political parties to a local level, or we want to make them, all of them, national? These are systems that can be looked into by the electoral body. Because the problem we have is that we measure our attention to two political parties. And that is why you see in the morning an individual belong to one political party, in the evening you belong to another political party. Because all of the other political parties have not been able to evolve with time. And then they have been restricted with the issue of finances. That has affected them seriously. But where you have a multi-political parties where choices are varied, you will have an opportunity of going to any one of them that you feel you can work with. And then eventually we will have a robust assembly, especially. Not in this kind of a case in which either you are in APC or PDP. Any other political party is being disregarded. And that is not good for democracy. In every part of the world, political parties have been allowed to evolve. It's not only, even in America, you can only hear of the Democrat and the Republican, but there is Green Party, there is Liberal Dem, there's a lot of political parties in the United States. If not mistakenly, probably about 150 of them. So for us, with a population of about 170 million people still counting, what is 120 political parties? We just need to make them work. And when they are working equitably well, we will have a better and robust political party system, better than what we are having now, where just only two are gagging the others.
Mr. Osaziuzi, maybe I can tickle your fans here. If you look at what the provision of the law that says in the Electoral Act 2010 as amended, section 78, subsection 7A, 1, it says that the right of INEC to deregister political parties, and one of the grounds in which INEC can do that is the failure of the political party to win presidential or governorship election or a seat in the National State Assembly election. Should this continue, or with what we have on the ground, we know several political parties have not be able to meet up with these criteria. Would INEC be seeking to deregister more parties?
Well, let us make it clear that INEC does not seek to deregister political parties. It seeks to implement what the law says. By the way, there are 86, not 84 political associations who are seeking to be registered. And the window is still open up until 6 months to the conduct of the February 2019 general election. So there might even be more associations, and all the associations that meet the criteria will be registered. The Supreme Court has pronounced on this. My good friend and brother, Chairman Tanko, is one of his party, was one of those, along with the PRP and some others, who went to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court has made it very clear that all associations that meet the requirements will be registered. So, and the requirements for now are quite liberal. It does produce a challenge in the sense of, especially in the sense of monitoring of political parties and their capacities. But that is the law as it is, and INEC does not seek to register more. It does not seek to deregister any. It just seeks to implement what the law, whatever the law says, and all those who meet the requirements will be registered.
What we will bother about is, since INEC monitors the political parties, one we wonder, is it just a crowded space or an active space that we're seeking? That's a major question, isn't it?
Well, I don't know what Nigerians earnestly seek, but if they feel they want 200 parties, so be it. If the law allows it, then it has to be so. We have official thoughts on the matter. As I said earlier, there's a big challenge in the terms of monitoring. But what the law permits, what the law allows, is a democracy. We must follow what the law says. And perhaps we'll have to expand our bureaucracy if we continue to have that responsibility of registering and monitoring the activities of political parties. We'll have to build our capacities, and we have to continue to engage them and see what we, as best as we can, as provided by law. We have to monitor them, monitor their finances, monitor their campaigns, and monitor all aspects of their activities. So it's not a question of choice, it's a question of law, really.
Okay, Alhaji Tanko, as it stands right now, we know that there are two major political parties in Nigeria in terms of their activity. Of course, that will make one refer to them as two major political parties, the ruling party and the party PDP that just left the center recently in the 2015 election. But as it stands now, what efforts are being made by all the political parties that are existing? NCP has been existing, I guess, even before 1999. And one will wonder, in terms of opposition role, is IPAC going to be doing that role, or we're not seeing an all-active opposition political activity in Nigeria right now?
Well, you see, the truth is that let me throw it back to the media. You see, most of the media, in the eye of the law, all of the political parties are equal, and that was proven when 2015 general election, when everybody has to cast his vote whether to postpone or not to postpone the election. That was when everybody knew that every political party is important. Now, in this situation, it is not being fair to all other political parties. They are not being fair because majority of their activities are not being carried by the media. And it's either you carry some information, little information about one political party and put it at the corner. I give you a clear example. The National Conscience Party has been in existence for quite a long time, and we've won election in Ekiti State, where we won Adekoya Benson, which we've always been repeating every now and then. But the truth about it is this: the NCP program, anytime we are doing it, majority of the press don't even count. Right now, I made it here on air that the NCP is conducting state congresses nationwide. We are on it already. The South has concluded its own. The Southeast is on its own now preparing, and Lagos State is coming, and that is Southwest. But all of this information is already out in the air. But very few in the media carry it. But if it was a PDP or an APC that even just pollute the air by mistake, it will have made a headline. That is not fair.
If you are poking the media right now, if you are putting the fingers to the media too will ask you the question, what role are you playing to challenge the ruling party in power? And that's my question, basically.
Like, for example, the NCP constantly has always been in the forefront of challenging any leadership that has not been pro-masses. We have been doing it consistently. And I think that's probably what made us even friendly with channels and some of the other AIT. Every now and then you will see our position constantly. We have been consistent in our position as regard to the People program. Any movement that you see in this country, the NCP has been part of it.
Thank you so much, Alhaji Yunus Tanko, National Chairman of the National Conscience Party. Many thanks for your thoughts. And Director of Voter Education and Publicity at INEC, Mr. Oluwole Osazurubi. Many thanks, gentlemen, for being part of the program. And that's our show for today. Many thanks for being part of it. I'm Sean Wakimale. Bye for now.